In the quiet village of Fernwood Pines, nestled between gently rolling hills and suspiciously nosy neighbors, lived a retired postman named Albert, Al, McGinty. Age 72. Al had delivered letters in rain, snow, sleet, and once during a freak goat stampede. But nothing in his life prepared him for his most dangerous challenge yet, a new smartphone. His daughter, a well-meaning tech executive in San Francisco, had sent him a brand new phone for his birthday. Happy 72nd, Dad. This one has facial recognition, AI assistance, and can make pancakes. Just kidding. Sort of. Love you. Al stared at the sleek device. It looked more like a weapon from Star Trek than something meant to make phone calls. He poked it. It blinked. He dropped it. Blank. Blank. Chapter 1. The Setup. The next morning, Al sat at his kitchen table, armed with his new phone, a magnifying glass, and a pot of strong coffee. I don't need help, he muttered. I was delivering mail when Steve Jobs was still in diapers. Still, by lunch, the only thing he'd achieved was changing the language to Romanian and accidentally calling someone named Svetlana in Moldova. Desperate, Al called the one person he knew would help, his neighbor. Dorothy Campbell, age 70, former librarian, crossword champion, and reigning, most politely passive-aggressive, member of the Fernwood Garden Club. She arrived 10 minutes later, holding a tablet the size of a dinner plate. Al, did you try reading the instructions? I did. They were in hieroglyphics. That was the legal disclaimer. Try page 1. I thought that was page 1. Blank. Blank. Chapter 2. The Tech Brigade. Word spread fast that Al was going digital. Soon, reinforcements arrived. Mildred, 75, former school principal, brought post-it notes, snacks, and an aura of command. Tony, 68, self-proclaimed tech wizard, who once built a website for his parrot. Eileen, 73, who didn't understand smartphones but brought lemon bars, which was just as valuable. Together, they formed the Tech Brigade. Al's living room became mission control. There were charts, user manuals, and a whiteboard labeled, Operation, Make It Ding. Step 1. Mildred announced. Unlock the phone. It wants my face. Al grumbled. But it doesn't recognize me before 10 a.m. Have you tried smiling? Dorothy asked. I am smiling. Maybe try it without your hat. Or your grumpy face. Tony held up the phone. It's not your face. You just have your thumb over the camera. Blank. Blank. Chapter 3. Apptastrophe. Once the phone was unlocked, only took 4 hours. It was time to install apps. Let's start simple, Tony said. We'll install a weather app. Why? Al asked. I just look out the window. But this tells you next week's weather. Mildred said. I don't know what I'm having for dinner. Why would I care about next Thursday? Still, the Tech Brigade prevailed. Soon, Al had a weather app that predicted sunshine until 2093. A messaging app with a group chat that dinged every 13 seconds. A grocery app that auto-suggested kale. Al uninstalled it in rage. And a suspicious game involving candy that Tony insisted was important cognitive training. Then came the voice assistant. Hi, I'm Aura. How can I help you today? Al blinked. You have a person in this thing? Blank. Blank. Chapter 4. The Great Misunderstanding. One evening, while Al was trying to ask Aura for directions to the hardware store, things went wrong. Hey Aura, he said. Where's Bob's Hardware? Aura responded cheerfully. Calling Bob. No, not call Bob, the hardware store. Calling Bob's Hardware. Al tried to hang up. Instead, he turned on the flashlight, the camera, and somehow activated something called emergency chicken mode. His phone began clucking. Panicked, he ran next door. Dorothy opened the door to find Al waving a flashing, clucking phone. She's attacking me with poultry sounds. Dorothy calmly turned off the app. That was the chicken alarm. She said, "Why did you even download that?" "I didn't. Aura did. Blank. Underscore, blank." Chapter 5. Going viral, sort of. The next week, Al gave a presentation at the Fernwood Seniors Club titled, "So Your Phone Thinks You're a Chicken." It was a hit. He demonstrated how to use a smartphone flashlight as a nightlight during a blackout, how to video call grandchildren without filming just your forehead, how to stop accidentally subscribing to Lithuanian dating services. Dorothy made pamphlets. Mildred brought her label maker. Tony started a YouTube channel, Tech Talk with Tony and Al. Eileen made cookies in the shape of phones. They were slightly burnt but still adorable. Soon, other residents were joining. Bernie learned how to order socks online, accidentally ordered 36 pairs. Louise used her phone to translate bird songs into Latin. No one knows why. Fred now had a dating profile that said, "I own 3 hats and a boat named Mildred." His wife Mildred was not amused. Blank. Underscore, blank. Chapter 6. Peace, progress, and pancakes. Weeks passed. Al grew more confident. He used Aura to remind him when to water his plants, take his vitamins, and call his daughter. He still blamed her for the techno ambush, but secretly loved it. One morning, Aura greeted him. "Good morning, Al. Today is sunny with a 10% chance of surprise. Would you like pancakes?" Al blinked. "You can make pancakes?" "No, but I can show you where to find the recipe." Al smiled. "Close enough." That afternoon, Al walked into the community center with a spring in his step. He'd just sent a GIF. On purpose. "Look at you," Dorothy teased. "Next thing you'll be writing a blog." "I already did," he said. "Called it, Grumpy but Wi-Fi enabled." She laughed. "You've changed." "Nah," Al said. "I still hate kale." Blank. Underscore, blank.